it's been a while since I met my girlfriend's dad. That's a moment.
Hold on a second. It's been a while since you met him?
But the last time
that I did that. Like, that's a moment.
Since you met a girlfriend.
Like, have you met Amara's dad?
I've not. I'm going to.
Right?
Soon.
It's a moment.
Yeah.
It's a moment.
Oh, yeah. It's a big moment. Yeah.
And, so Jose Canseco. So it's a double moment. Now, I never followed baseball that much growing up, but I obviously had an open mind. And it turns out he was great. Coolest guy ever. Coolest guy. Like, there's no better dad to meet, I think, than Jose Canseco.
He's a star.
Yeah, and just super relaxed, easygoing. Didn't have to act like tough.
No, it was chill as all hell.
Yeah, I had a really great time. So Josie and I surprised him on Father's Day at a restaurant.
Aw.
Yeah, he was really surprised. It was a really special moment, and you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised at how many people know who he is to this day.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Ratio of people coming up to him versus me, 5-1.
What?
I bet you part of that being because you're in Vegas and it's an older crowd. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I bet you there wasn't that many 18 to 24s coming up to him. Saw a decent amount
younger. I'd say between 25 and 35.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. It was great.
What'd you guys talk about? Did you have to do any
I listened.
I'm taking your daughter kind of thing?
No. But I had answers prepared for sure.
Nice.
So,
what were some of them? What do you do with my daughter when you guys hang out? what was your answer for that one? So you didn't have an answer.
No, not that one. I was thinking maybe he'd ask something like, so why are you dating my daughter? And then my planned response was, sir, honestly, I don't know. As a joke. As a joke. But I was like, it's probably not the time to be making jokes this early. But I never got asked, and we just had a good time. And
we went to Topgolf.
Yeah, we did go to Topgolf.
After you guys had brunch, I met me and David, the German, went and met them at Topgolf. And so it was Jose's girlfriend, Josie,
Morgan,
you,
yeah.
and we all played around at Topgolf. And for people who I grew up watching Jose Canseco, and he is a massive human. He's just he makes Bradley Martin look like.
Forgot to mention how large this man is.
How big is he?
When there's a dad that's bigger than you, that's another little dynamic that changes. He's 6'4", 250.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy. And I was like, okay, well now I got to compete with this dude. Like, he got to just meet him first and have brunch and shit. I had to go straight into show up and compete. And by the way, he plays golf pretty much every fucking day of the week.
Let me tell you something. This dude swings it doesn't even look that fast. 3-4 miles an hour. He goes. The ball goes 1,000 yards.
The club face touches the ball, and it's almost like there's a fission reaction that happens, and the ball just literally exits the tee at 600 miles per hour. So we played Topgolf, and I guess the reason why I brought this story up is just because I won.
Really?
Yeah, he's good at golf.
I hate to
Is that them Connecticut years? Spent a lot of time on the greens.
I've played golf my whole life, and the real reason I bring it up is because it was my first time watching him play, and David as well. And golf is not an easy sport. It's not. It's how there are some sports where you show up and you could have some sort of indicator that first day of how your success will look like in the sport in the future.
Yeah.
Golf's not like that. Golf is a 5 to 10 year pickup just to get to a novice level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to learn every little intricate detail of the swing and everything. And there's so much, gripping and your stance and how things happen. He almost fell over one time.
Yeah, it was bad.
I think the difference for you is that you do golf has a lot of stillness in it. You got to keep your head locked in. You move a lot.
Yeah, I also have no patience at all. Every time I go golfing, dude, I'm the one by the end of the ninth hole whipping the golf cart around, trying to drift.
When have you ever gone golfing?
I've gone twice, but I ended up just whipping the golf cart around trying to drift.
I mean, Topgolf. If you're not a golfer, Topgolf is awesome.
But
that's fun.
If you're not a golfer,
because it's very gamified.
Yeah, and you don't have to go for a long walk, and you can just kind of hit the ball, which is the most fun part.
Afterwards, we went to the bathroom, and Josie and Jose's girlfriend went in the women's, and we went in the men's. And afterwards, I came out, and we kind of fell behind. And Josie's like, "So, how was it in there?" I was like, "What do you mean?"
What did she think you guys did in there?
Dick
measuring contest?
I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Did you guys see each other's
what?"
I go, "What the fuck are you saying right now?" She goes, "What do you mean? You guys stand next to each other when you pee, right?" I was like, "I mean, sure, but there's a couple stalls between us, and there's borders."
Yeah.
And she's like, "I thought guys do that. Do girls? I think girls think dudes size each other up while they pee. I wouldn't be surprised if she had that thought. Something tells me it's a fairly common thought amongst women.
Yeah, but they don't know what urinal etiquette is. Can we, Mike? Maybe you could probably talk about urinal etiquette. I feel like
there's so much. I mean,
it's simple.
Seriously,
but there's
biggest first rule of urinal etiquette that everyone knows, and this has nothing to do with Corona, although it's a similar rule. Is if there's enough urinals, there's space in between you and the person. You never. I mean,
if one in between if possible.
One, maybe even two. You know, and like it's usually a head down situation.
I was gonna say, what do you do with your head?
Some people want to stare directly at the wall. I'll be honest with you. In the days before Corona, I hate to admit this because it's disgusting. I would sometimes text at the urinal.
I've done it. Yeah. The only reason why it could go south and be maybe construed as what was the word you used?
Just disgusting.
Disgusting.
Just like, a drop. Yeah. Drop fumble.
No. So, I mean, bro, if you're next to someone in like a crowd, like a club or whatever, and you have your phone out, it kind of maybe looks like a little photo. Like you're a pervert.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. We. You
know what I'm saying?
You're supposed to have that's not like a main part of etiquette.
Because also. If you aren't filming the if your phone is angled in that direction, like which obviously like
you turn your head to like look at your phone.
A red flag goes up. You put it here, right in front of your face. Now you're taking pictures of your own dick at the public urinal, which ain't good either. Just phones out.
Like you're sending dick pics.
Yeah. So
that's rule number one. No dick pics.
There's no good way.
But also, I feel like the other reason too is just that fear of the fumble. Like how many stories have you heard from Coachella or wherever of the
phone in the urinal?
You know, of the 19-year-old girl that's in the urinal and she's like, I dropped my phone in the toilet. In the porta potty. Sorry. And
that phone ain't coming back.
People need to be smarter about this kind of shit by now. Porta potties are not for texting; they're for peeing and pooping and having intercourse. Yeah, obviously. Ugh. And if it's not one of those two things, then get out. Yeah. Get out.
Can't you find any other place to have sex?
Not really. Festivals are tough. Porta potties are go-to.
That's like just get find a tent or like make one out of a towel or something. It's just disgusting in there.
It's kind of I'll be honest, it's a little shitty.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
You know, but
I just wouldn't want to piss off the girl that's in there.
Oh, you know what else we did?
Nice. I saw that.
Nice. Yeah, jokes. You know what else we did? So we played poker for a while. By the way, I really like poker. Fun game to play. Nice. I think I'm going to start doing that, maybe venturing into poker a little bit over blackjack. But they had a really nice poker table in their dining room. We played for like 3-4 hours, and they delivered food about halfway through the match. And we did
Calling it a match?
A poker game?
Yeah.
Sorry.
The poker match.
And halfway through the game, Josie and I did that thing. There were these garlic knots in the center of the table. And Josie's like, do you want to do it? Because we had talked about like doing this thing, like making this joke. And I was like, sure. And I was like, but please, absolutely not though. And she's like, no, we're going to do it. And I was like, fuck. So she goes, Daddy, can you pass me a garlic knot?
Oh my God, dude.
Who you think reaches for it? That's part of the joke. I was like,
that with Canseco?
She goes, Daddy, can you please pass a garlic knot? And he's like, huh, what do you want? And I waited until we both couldn't reach at the same time. He goes, oh, what do you want? And she's like, a garlic knot. And I was like, oh yeah, I got you, babe. And then this kid who was there, he goes, that was weird. Bro, he didn't catch on in the moment. Thank God, because afterwards I was like, Josie, I hate you so much.
That one's not.
Nah.
Well, and it's also Father's Day, dude.
And she goes, Daddy, can you please pass the garlic knot? I was like, yeah, babe.
Oh my God.
Does he carry around a baseball bat with him to just beat up punks like you?
He doesn't need them. His arms.
Oh, okay.
His arms are massive, bro. He can literally him doing a chokehold. He could actually separate your head from your body with a squeeze.
He's done it.
Yeah, pops right off.
Guess how big his dogs are?
I bet he's got little tiny like
Chihuahuas.
What are those? I don't know.
Pikachu.
He's got 2 Pikachu-sized dogs.
No.
Oh.
Horses.
Oh. You have horses?
Horses, Great Danes. One of them is 200 pounds, 200-pound Great Dane. Big boy.
Can he ride his Great Danes?
I think it's actually his girlfriend. He can't. He's a little too thick. I bet we could stick Evan up there.